You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Awesome. So thank you for being on the program. And today we have a great show prepared for you. We'll be talking to a young lady who not only runs a business, a company here in the Woodlands-Conroe area, but she's also the leader of one of our main and more important groups within the Chamber of Commerce. The group is called Latinas Without Borders. Basically, it's a women's group, a women's success group. She's going to explain. And this young lady is Sabrina Amell with the Amell Agency. She's the Director of Operations or Vice President of Operations, or I'm not sure. Is it Vice President, Sabrina?
Can be director. I'm also referred to as the office manager.
Director, office manager. She signs the check, guys. That's all there is to it. So, Sabrina, thank you for being on the program.
Thank you for having me.
And it's great that you're here. You're all smiling because you were telling me earlier that this is kind of one of the first times you've done something like this.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So we'll go with the flow and see how.
It's no big deal. All we do is just talk, you know? And I was telling you earlier, if you want to be controversial, if you want to use foul language, whatever you want to do, just say it. Just do it. And we have a beep button, and
awesome.
But either way, it goes all over the place too. I mean, the program itself, you know, it's FM, so that's a higher frequency or a more powerful frequency. You can hear it all Southern Montgomery County, Northern Houston, but then the bigger, far-reaching parts of the show are public access television. So I think there's 2 channels, and then of course everything that goes on live on the internet, which is like Facebook, or eventually goes to YouTube. It's on podcast, so it's all over the place. And so the idea is basically we just discuss a few things about the chamber and about your business and et cetera, and people find that entertaining.
Okay.
So
well, that's good.
Yes. So hopefully you guys, your listeners, will find this. Of course you will find it very entertaining. Because I found that Sabrina and her family, the Amell family, are very interesting people. And of course, if you have not noticed, you will. Sabrina Amell is the person who is responsible also for being our sponsor, our title sponsor here at the Chamber and the Hispanic Chamber Connection Radio Show. Anyway, okay, so let's go on and talk about what's going on in the Chamber real quick. Today we had a meeting, a lunch meeting. We had about 40 people there. It was about 40, right?
I think so, yes.
I counted, I stopped counting at about 30, 32, and I said, okay, there's more than, yeah, it's about 40. And I always get, to me it's always interesting who shows up and how they show up. And then I've started to look at who doesn't show up. You know, why do people stop sometimes showing up? And it's just a weird thing. It's just, because I know how ephemeral and, you know, how if people come to events and come to things and they're not effective, they basically stop coming because they don't find value in it. You know, and I used to do the same thing, so I'm not blaming them or anything. I'm not trying to point anybody out. But it's very common that it's not about the event. The event is always going to be there. You know, buyers are going to be buyers. But if you don't show up and know how to network, then you'll go from one event to another. And you'll be doing that for a long time. But anyway, we had about 40 people there. What did you find interesting about today's meeting, Sabrina? Did you like it and all? Because you guys show up all the time.
Yeah, that's a meeting that we love going to, the one that's in the Woodlands-Conroe area. It's the biggest one out of all the ones that you do. I typically don't go to that one as much as I go to maybe Vintage Park or one of the other ones.
Or Katie, which we heard that there's a rumor out there that Leo might crash our Katie.
Oh, I hope he does. He needs to be there.
So he's going to drive all the way to. So you have your most busy person, your most skeptical person in the whole agency driving to the farthest one.
Yes, but I put that on him. I said, you've got to go at least once a month, and Celeste goes another time, and we make it a priority because they're good. They're great meetings to be at and to be consistent in, that's for sure. So I agree with you, and it's odd to see the same faces, but then you're looking around and wondering, well, where are the others?
Like what happened to and
exactly.
We don't blame, because we do so many meetings, so I don't blame people for not showing up to obviously to all the meetings, but I get curious, and I don't necessarily ask, you know, although when I do run into them or on social media, sometimes I might be able to find out, you know, what's on their mind, why they've stopped doing that activity that used to bring them business. Or it could be because it didn't bring them business. And the thing is this, with our Chamber of Commerce, to me it's really important to know if our members are not getting what we promised, you know, like if I promised you a ribbon cutting and you're not getting your ribbon cutting, or if I promised you an introduction and you're not getting that, then I need to know because I can fix it.
Right.
It's when I don't know what's going on that I have no idea. Right? So that's one of the things is why would you pay a group or an organization money to not get the benefit? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you have to demand of the leadership, because the leadership is not, we're not there just to take your money. We're there for a purpose, and that's to facilitate that which we promise. That is my goal in life, so to speak. You know, but I do it, and I'm accountable. Now, mainly I do that, and I say that for two reasons. One, because I know it's the right thing to do, and two, because there's so many leaders out there that are not accountable.
Yes.
That will just automatically say, well, it's up to you, or you need to do it right, or you're screwing it up, or whatever. And even though you are, we can actually help you fix that. You know, and the biggest thing you need if you're messing it up is two things. Truly what you need. One is a connection so you can actually do business. So I can facilitate that. I can look for ways to find someone to help you with business, with money. And the other one is education, right? But I think the first one comes first.
Right.
You know, if you're messing it up, if you're not doing good, we'll help you find business. But then as soon as you find business, I'll say to you, before you even take that check to the bank, you need to learn something new, you know, and change. Because otherwise it doesn't work.
Yes.
Anyway, all right. So that's the Woodlands meeting. We had that today. We had about 40-something people at the Spring Creek Barbecue. Always fun. You know, we had some folks. We had a lady today that actually sang a song.
I know that was really odd.
I hope she's not listening. But if you are, this Chamber of Commerce does not endorse or encourage our members to sing or give us taglines, really. But it's cool. She had a thing, and I don't know if she danced, but it was because I couldn't look.
No dancing. No.
All right. So sometimes people do songs because they think they're more memorable. The thing is, unless you're there consistently, it's hard for people to remember your song because they tune it out big time. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
When somebody gets at the Speakers Association, so I'm a past president of the National Speakers Association here in Houston and also in Dallas. And we would have speakers that would show up and sing. You know, just instead of introducing themselves, they'd, and we would always tell them severely, stop that. Because nobody's going to listen to that. Nobody wants to listen to that. And it's weird, you know?
Yeah.
But folks are compelled. They feel that need. So anyway, all right. So that was the Woodlands. Tomorrow we're in Katy. That's the one where Leo threatened to show up.
Not threatened. I threatened him.
Okay.
He better be there.
So Leo will be there.
Yes.
And Leo, just for those of you that are listening that don't know, Leo is the president. He's Leonard Amell, and he's Hispanic, just so you know. But Amell is the name of the Amell agency, or the other way around, that sponsors this program. So Leo is a big advocate of our chamber. He's a very enthusiastic person. I appreciate, you know, his energy, and when he shows up, and that he likes to give really important talks and stuff. You know, he's really cool. But still, you know, we need people like that. We need that kind of energy. And I got to tell you, in 2 years, our chamber has seen a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people that have shown up, and very few have actually stuck with it like you guys. You know what I mean? Because you actually, I'm sure you've met some of those people too.
Yes.
That show up, they're really cool. They have you know, they say a lot of things, but then they leave and they're gone. And we've had some pretty major ones. And if you're listening, you know, and you've left our chamber, shame on you, because we're just getting bigger and better and badder.
That's right.
So there you go. Okay, so Katy tomorrow at Abuelo's Restaurant at 11:30. Like we said, we'll have a special guest, so I'll make sure that there's plenty of embarrassment to go around for Leo.
Oh, gosh.
He's going to be fine. Look, he doesn't
get
at
embarrassed.
All. He doesn't embarrass at all. So
No.
I've tried. It doesn't work. And I got to tell you this too. Most people, it's rare to find people in our chamber that actually know the chamber and they get embarrassed. I think it's the other way around. You know, a lot of folks, they just want attention, you know, because that's what it's all about anyway.
Yeah.
So that's why we really appreciate this program so much, because this is a big attention getter. It puts you in front of a lot of people. And plus, you look kind of funny with those earphones on.
I know, they're kind of weird.
You know, well, but the thing is, though, it helps you with visibility and stuff like that. And that's why people appreciate it, you know. Anyway, okay. So that's Katy tomorrow. Mm-hmm. On Thursday, you go to the Thursday one sometimes, the Vintage Park.
Yes, that's my favorite, other than the Woodlands main one.
So you like the Vintage Park one, too?
I really do like the feel and the culture there. It's nice. I
it's
like
a little
it.
bit different than the Woodlands.
It is a little bit, but each one has its own little feel.
Yeah.
So that's why I always tell new members, as an ambassador, I always tell them to kind of try the different ones out.
Sure. And it's interesting because we tell people, okay, try the different ones out, but you only have 2. I mean, you can only go to 2. And then we ask you, okay, what's going on? Are you joining or what are you doing? You know? Not because of anything other than our value to society at large is to put together events where you can do business. That's a chamber of commerce, right? That plus education plus other things. So if people come to our events and don't join, then they're not doing what members do. Right. Anyway, so we tell them, okay, second one. On Friday, we have Pinpoint Marketing. You guys also started with us on that. And that's just Lunch and Learn this Friday.
Yes.
So if you're interested in any of these things, you can reach out to me. I'll give you my phone number when we come back. We're here with Sabrina Amell with the Amell Agency, and we're talking about all kinds of things. But next, we're going to talk about Sabrina, about her function with the Amell Agency, about Latinas Without Borders. So please stay with us. We will be right back.
Looking for a bilingual insurance company in the Montgomery County area? Since 2006, the Amell Agency is a family-owned insurance agency, and it all started with Leonard Amell. Now working with 3 full-time agents offering home, auto, life, and umbrella insurance, the Amell Agency works with you to provide the insurance you need. Whether it be for your business or personal needs, they put that need first. The Amell Agency of the Woodlands is open Monday to Friday from 8 to 5. Call today at 832-299-6640 or email them anytime at info@amellagency.com to answer any of your questions. For more information on location and inquiries, look up Amell Agency online at amellagency.com. The Amell Agency, Montgomery County's bilingual insurance agency.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris.
And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app for your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That is Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
We're back. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection Radio Show, a program that is for members of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and any one of its satellite chambers, which are the Woodlands-Conroe, Vintage Park, North Houston, Katy, the Galleria, and the Humboldt-Kingwood area. So basically, we're a geographically based Chamber of Commerce. I mean, we have people that live in Pearland and other parts of town, but we're really more focused on the North Houston area. We might grow down into those areas, but that's not in the books right now. I'm here with Sabrina Amell. Sabrina Amell is the Director of Operations and the Vice President of everything for the Amell Agency, the Amell Insurance Agency. Something that's really meaningful about the Amell Agency, guys, that you want to please keep in mind is they're the ones that make this show possible because they're the ones that pay the bill. Also, in other words, they're our sponsors. Also, when I decided to change my insurance from wherever I was before to the Amell Agency, the reason I did it is because I trust the Amell Agency. I trust the people. You know, I trust Sabrina. I trust, of course, Leonard and Celeste. And Celeste just, by virtue of showing up, because she's a real sort of obtrusive, real quiet person, but just showing up and being kind, and every now and then bringing tamales, she got everybody's heart. I mean, I'm telling you. And the biggest thing that I tell our members all the time, and I tell not only our members, anybody that would listen, is if you want to look at your insurance and make sure you're paying the right amount and that you're properly covered, they can do this for you in 5 minutes. I mean, they can do it fast. They can check you out and make sure that that they can review your insurance policies, et cetera, et cetera. So, Sabrina, thank you so much for being on the program. And you can respond.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So Sabrina Amell, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Amell Agency, if you would, please?
Well, we're a small business. We've been around for about 13 years here in the Woodlands area, but we are mobile. We can go anywhere. We can go to you. But we're really about small businesses. I know another member of the chamber had mentioned today in talking about, small business and the importance that we have, helping each other out and really promoting that. And we're very big promoters of that. We love dealing with and helping small business owners as well as their families.
So you guys bilingual?
We are a fully bilingual and a full-service insurance agency. So we cover everything from rental properties all the way up to pipelines, big firms, small businesses, mom and pop shops, in your car, in your house, so life insurance, everything.
If somebody wants to get a hold of you, Sabrina, what number would they call?
346-224-8427. That's the best way, main office number, and you'll get somebody on our team.
Very good. This is Sabrina Amell with the Amell Agency. The reason I asked about the number is because I just posted one of your business cards.
Was an old one.
Well, it was an old one, but Leo has to update his stuff. Because
I made him do that last night after I saw you.
Well, because that's where I got it from. I just, because I was looking for one of your logos, and I found it. Well, I didn't find it. I actually had to crop your business card in, so it's funky. I don't know if you noticed that it has a little. Okay, we'll fix that. But the reason is, whenever we have an executive partner or somebody as important as you guys, the sponsors of our shows and stuff, I want to be sure that your logos and everything. And so, yeah, updating your business card, especially your business card on Facebook, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we got that covered, I think.
I thought it was kind of funny because after I posted it, I don't know if it was you or it was Celeste or someone, immediately says,
It was Celeste.
I thought it was funny that, you need to look at the phone number. I'm like, well, how do I look at it if that's what I've got? So I think that matters, though, to a lot of people, is to understand that even a business card, we've got some folks that show up to our events who are really interesting. Most of the business cards we get are good, but there's people that show up with business cards that don't have their name, or oddly enough, don't have an email in them, and I'm here fighting over, come on, guys, when they get on YouTube, Facebook, stuff like that, and still we have folks that just don't do that. They're like me. I used to be waiting for Windows 95 to come back. It's not. Somebody told me, and so it's not coming back. It's done. So I have to throw away all kinds of. I still have a ton of audio cassettes. You know what cassettes are?
Oh, heck yeah.
Do you guys still use them?
No.
So what do you do with all the cassettes?
They've long gone.
Really? What do you do with your CDs? Do you still use CDs?
Like for backups? We have those,
Cloud or whatever, no?
Yeah, everything's online now. We have those for when you had to install stuff.
Yeah, but okay.
That's like in a drawer.
Now all things are in a drawer.
USB, you get those little mobile stuff.
So now it doesn't matter.
No.
So if you want to buy, let's say, for instance, you want to buy a program online, an audio program, right? Let's just say you want to buy, I don't know.
You just download
7 Steps to Sales. And they used to sell cassette tapes. They're no more.
And discs.
CDs.
Yeah.
Are they not available anymore?
I think they are, but I don't know who buys them anymore.
Okay.
It's out.
Yeah, I have a ton of CD. I have so much of that stuff you just can't believe. Because I've always been an ad of, every week almost I'd go to the bookstore and buy. Now online, I have so many backed up books that I haven't read. I probably haven't read like 7 or 8 books this year that I have just sitting there because I'm reading the first 2 that I bought. It's just, Anyway, why did I get on this tangent? I have no idea. But I will say that the Amell Agency then is what you've dedicated most of your adult life to since.
Yes, since Leonard and I got married, actually.
So, and you guys, how long have you guys been married now?
12 years.
Okay, because I remember when I met you, you had curly hair, and you said, yes, I'm married and I have 5 children.
Yeah.
Because I was struck by your youth, and I thought, wow, okay. And then 2 of them are really young. How old are these little?
The youngest are 8 and 10.
So those are like little young monkey little kids.
Yeah, they're going to be around for a while.
Yeah, so you guys are a really young couple, but at the same time, you have some older chaps running around too.
Yes, our 3 older.
So how old are those 3?
19, 18, and 16.
Wow, 3 teenagers.
Yes.
So has it been as it's explained out in the vernacular that teenage kids are, they turn your hair white?
It's a different kind of crazy.
Okay.
Having to deal with that chaos of them.
And they're all drivers now.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so our insurance is crazy outlandish, and we can shop our own.
Wow. Yeah, and you're the mom of these.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so but you also run the office.
I do.
Okay, so in the office, what's his name? One of your kids that works?
Timothy.
Okay, so is he the older one?
He is the 19-year-old, yes, he's our oldest.
And he's your customer service guy?
He has worked off and on with us. He was a CSR, but he's also licensed because it's not hard to get licensed. What's hard is to sell.
No way.
Yep.
I should Well, no.
No, you don't want to do it.
I'm not going to. But I think it's awesome because, see, here's the thing. If I were king, I would not teach my kids, like, symbolic logic, for example, as a kid, and I would totally teach them sales as a kid. I would teach them all kinds of different, there's so many skills that you don't learn in life that over time you begin to realize, man, if I would have learned that, 30 years ago, my life would be different,
Yeah.
Possibly. And that's why this Chamber of Commerce, for instance, there's little things like networking. Most kids are taught not to talk to strangers.
Well, they don't know how to socialize now
Right.
anyways.
Well, even adults, even the old timers. I mean, they show up at our meetings and they're really awkward. It's just so I don't mind being awkward myself, just because I think it endears me to some of these people. And plus I'm that way anyway. But I know how hard it is if you've not taken any kind of training on a lot of these business skills. The networking is one of them. Presentation skills is another one. Getting up in front of the group and things like that.
Yeah, that's
so. That's kind of what you guys, hopefully take advantage of as members.
Yes, a lot of great benefits in order to gain knowledge and learn from. So all that education you're talking about, it's definitely here in our chamber.
So let me ask you this. So where are you guys located? I mean, you're right here on Sawdust.
We are in the Woodlands.
It's not easy to find.
Well,
it's kind of a funky.
It is a weird little location, and hopefully within the next 5 years, we want to have our own retail space. That will be easier to get there. Well, you got to plan.
Sure.
You got to plan. It takes some time.
Oh, absolutely.
To get all the finances together and the right infrastructure down.
So you're talking about buying your own building or your own space.
Yes.
Okay. So
that's definitely what I'm talking about. But
Yeah,
that's my vision in order for us to facilitate that growth. Because in that one building that we've been in, we've moved 3 times.
In the same building?
In the same building
Wow.
in less than 5 years because we've grown. So, what we think, like, okay, this will house us for a few years, and then we move beyond that.
Sure.
So we're at capacity again, and the way I'm trying to move our company, we're going to grow, and I need space.
Sure. And one other thing too, people don't necessarily come to visit you, do they?
No, we do. Not walk-ins because you got to know where we are.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean we're not okay with that. I mean, totally. You can walk into our office. You have a card. You've got our business information, but for the most part, it's by appointments, and we're expecting you, and because we want to give you the best service and that one-on-one attention.
Sure. So I'm here with Sabrina Amell. She's president and vice president and everything else of everything for the Amell Agency. She's also sponsor of this program. So if you're listening, please listen up, because there's a reason why they sponsor this show, and a lot of that, from what I know about the family, is that they're very outgoing, but they're also interested in the market, and they're interested in talking to you if you need insurance, if you're going to buy insurance, et cetera, et cetera. So there's reasons why people do these things, and there's honorable ways of doing it. Obviously, sponsoring is one of those. So Sabrina, we're going to go on break now for a few minutes, well, maybe 1 minute. And but thank you again for being on the program. We really appreciate it.
Sure.
So we'll be right back, and we'll talk more with Sabrina Amell, the Amell Agency. Please stay with us.
Looking for a bilingual insurance company in the Montgomery County area? Since 2006, the Amell Agency is a family-owned insurance agency, and it all started with Leonard Amell. Now working with 3 full-time agents offering home, auto, life, and umbrella insurance, the Amell Agency works with you to provide the insurance you need. Whether it be for your business or personal needs, they put that need first. The Amell Agency of the Woodlands is open Monday to Friday from 8 to 5. Call today at 832-299-6640 or email them anytime at info@amellagency.com to answer any of your questions. For more information on location and inquiries, look up Amell Agency online at amellagency.com. The Amell Agency, Montgomery County's bilingual insurance agency.
Relax with a cup of joe or your favorite drink for the Conroe Conroe Chamber of Commerce Chamber Chat. The show airs on the first Tuesday of the month at 11 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio. Join hosts Courtney Galley and Brian Bondi as they chat about the Chamber's events and programs for the month, and invite Chamber members into the studio to talk about their upcoming events and businesses. Learn about your Chamber with Chamber Chat every first Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776.
We're back. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection Radio Show, a program for our members and for our listeners, and we thank you so much for listening. To remember that you don't have to be Hispanic to join our Chamber of Commerce. You don't have to be necessarily a Spanish-speaking individual. The term Hispanic for us means people who are interested in the market, people who like Mexican food or any other Hispanic-style food, and people who just want to do business with us. So that's what it is. It's not an exclusive club of people sitting in a corner talking about the white man or whatever. We have over 400 members now. So we're not playing when it comes to doing business. That's what we do. We want you to be a part of our organization. So with that, just understand you're always welcome. And no matter what concerns you have, I'll talk to you about them. We do deliver 3 things, though, that are meaningful to our members, and I hope they're meaningful to whoever's listening. The first thing is visibility. And we want to be sure our members are seen and known everywhere. So whenever we have events, we take pictures of our members, not of our leaders. Who cares what I look like? It doesn't do anything for anybody to see me. Yet, I mean, I love these organizations, but you know who the leaders are because that's all they take pictures of, or the VIPs. Our VIPs are our members. And of course, our sponsors are a little bit more VIP, but they're also part of our membership, and that matters to us, that people who join us are actually seen by others. And the second thing is, of course, that if we can facilitate connections, we hope to do that too. It's a little bit harder because sometimes some of our members don't have too much to say to people that they want to be introduced to. So, because it's a business introduction, and sometimes that leads to the assumption that there will be a sale, and that usually is not the case. People don't necessarily want to meet you until they have something to talk to you about. So we're careful about that, but we do facilitate, by all means, connections, and we do over 40 events, 30 events per month with that purpose, that people connect and talk to each other. And of course, the final cornerstone of our Chamber of Commerce is education, and we look for ways to help our members become as knowledgeable as possible in the things that matter most in business. So everything from networking to sales, to closing the sale, to overcoming objections, to understanding how to put together all your social media, all that stuff, all that educational stuff is what we really focus on as well. So those 3 things. It's visibility, connections, and of course, education. And when it comes to education, we have a program in our chamber called Latinas Without Borders. We happen to have the leader of Latinas Without Borders with us today. And the leader of Latinas Without Borders is Sabrina Amell. So Sabrina Amell with the Amell Agency. Tell us about Latinas Without Borders. What is the purpose, and what do you have to say about this wonderful group that's part of the Texas Gulf Coast Hispanic Chamber of Commerce? Go ahead, please.
Well, it's a premier self-development group for women in our chamber. It is a members-only benefit, so we encourage you to join the Chamber of Commerce and join our group. It's fantastic, the benefit that you get. More specifically, this is a women-only group, and we want to cultivate, that and facilitate the education part, as well as knowledge, supporting each other as women in business. We can come up against a lot of obstacles being women, and so it's not an event that we're just going to be talking bad about our male counterparts or anything like that. No, it's not going to be a male bash session. Definitely, it will be based on business. So if you want to learn more on how to grow your own your personal development in your business, whether you're a CEO or you're in direct sales and you're just kind of starting out in your own company, definitely it's a good place to be. So check us out. Our next event is coming up in a couple of weeks, and it's on April 3rd. From 5:30 to 7:30, and you're going to have to name the place because I always get it wrong.
La Trattoria de Toscano, up on Research Forest here in the Woodlands.
Yes.
How can somebody reach out to you? Should they give you a call?
I'm totally fine with you giving me a call. My cell phone is 832-525-5630 if you want more information. Again, my name on Facebook is Sabrina Amell. So you can totally like me and follow me, and you'll see all the shares because I share a lot of chamber stuff.
Thank you, Sabrina. And okay, you caught my attention with a couple things. The first one is, say your phone number a little bit slower one more time.
832-525-5630.
And now, say your last name. What is this Murillo thing?
Murillo. That's my
is it
maiden
like
name.
Armadillo?
No.
Armadillo?
Murillo.
Because people don't know. Amarillo? Amarillo. Amarillo.
Amarillo, it sounds
Amarillo.
like that.
That's Spanish for yellow.
Amarillo, sí.
But Murillo,
Murillo.
it's really a Spanish name.
Murillo.
But Amell, what is Amell anyway?
Oh, dude, you're going to have, that's a whole nother story for Leonard.
But he's explained it, but I quickly forgot because he just went on and on.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, Leonard, if you're listening, I'm joking. He didn't go on and on, but he did explain it, something Arabic or something. Was it? Something like that.
Yeah, so.
That doesn't matter. Okay, go back to Latinas Without Borders then.
Yes.
The biggest reason why this group I think is so important is, of course, that women have a whole different challenge in society than men do, and Hispanic women I think tend to have a lot of cultural barriers to doing business as well. You know, so that's why this group is put together. And so, what kind of people, or what kind of speakers? Because I know you're going to have speakers at these events. What kind of people are you looking for to be the leaders of that, like the speakers at your events?
People that we can look up to. Women that we can consider a role model, and that can teach us something. We can glean some wisdom from them, from their knowledge, from their years in business, and what they've learned along the years. I think that's very important as a woman, and trying to be, have an impact in my community amongst women my age, younger, older. It doesn't matter. We're all in this together. Sure. So, for sure, definitely role models and people that, have gone through it already. So we're following behind them.
Sure. Okay. All right. Do they have to be Hispanic? That they don't.
No, they don't. Not really. I'm a Latina. This is the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. So of course that's what we're about. But I'm totally happy as long as you're a woman.
Okay, so for those of you that, well, never mind. Yes,
not the men.
I've tried to go to these meetings, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, and I've had, an interesting experience. Basically, because as president of the chamber, most of the events are my responsibility. But I do understand and totally respect the need for privacy, and it's not one of those things where you guys get together and hug it out and talk and cry about men.
No.
You might hug it out for other reasons.
But we do talk about things that are a little more of an intimate nature, or they're just closer to personal, closer to home. And those are things that we would not typically share at one of the other events when there's a mixed group. So in order to facilitate that protection and that level of relationship that you can have with each other, which will help in our personal development, I think it's important to have some women-only events.
No, I agree. And if today's meeting is any indication of how that event can go, I saw them today. I saw our members a lot more giddy about seeing each other. It was kind of funky a little bit. Well, for a guy, like, why are they hugging so much? And they're so happy to see each other. They saw each other last week.
It's a beautiful day. Beginning of spring.
That must
spring break was last, so.
It's over finally.
I know, right?
That's another big deal. Because a lot of folks, spring break is good, but for others, man, it's a lot of work. I don't know.
Yeah,
work. What did you have to do different because of spring break?
Me personally, I don't get to be in the office that week pretty much. I'm home with the kids, or we'll go out and travel because for us, family comes first. They're very big. So does our business. But because of the way we have it, we have a great team with Celeste, and she kind of keeps track of everything. Plus, we're a phone call away.
Sure.
So it happens all the time. We'll be in Europe. We'll be wherever with the kids in Disney World, doing some great having good family memories and traveling because we enjoy that time with them. But we'll get a text and we'll have to act on something, and that's being a business owner and caring about your clientele, your business. So we're always just a phone call away, a text away, that kind of thing.
Okay, so coming back to Latinas Without Borders, because I think that matters. One of the presentations that is really memorable to me, well, there's a couple, but one of them that was pretty memorable was women's assertiveness in a male-dominated business environment, or something like that. It was facilitated by an executive from Wells Fargo, who's one of our sponsors also, one of the chamber sponsors. And that filled the room. Everybody wants to be more assertive. So things like that. There's another one.
Yes.
Lone Star College, the president, Rebecca Riley, gave a presentation on success and women's issues and things like that. That also filled an auditorium at Lone Star College. So when you get rooms of people, especially women of our chamber, to talk about issues and different things, I think that's very empowering to everyone.
Yes.
So we look forward to doing something similar this year. Who are you working with? I mean, who are your assistants? Who are your minions, so to speak? Not minions, I'm kidding, but who are the people?
Well, I've got some opening positions, but for starters, another chamber member, a good friend of mine, Alex Corey, and she's going to be helping me to kind of keep some really good energy going with the group. Another Latina. So,
yeah, nobody knows, but I tried to make Alex speak Spanish today, but she only said taco or something. But she's totally Latina. We've seen that.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen that. The reason why I say we've seen it is because the proof is obviously just her behavior and who she is and everything else, and of course her last name. So there you go.
Of course.
But she's going to be like your number 2?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Until I have someone else, So right now we're just kind of growing. My main posse.
Yeah,
so to
and that's
speak.
necessary. That's the way it works. Okay, so we're here with Sabrina Amell. Sabrina Amell is talking about Latinas Without Borders, the women's success group. If you're a woman and you belong to the Woodlands-Conroe or any other one of our chambers of commerce, you're more than welcome to attend any of these meetings. Sabrina will, in a minute, when we come back from break, give us her phone number and everything so you can reach out if you need to, or you can check out our website as well. So when we come back, we'll talk more to Sabrina about these events and many other things. So please stay with us. We will be right back.
Looking for a bilingual insurance company in the Montgomery County area? Since 2006, the Amell Agency is a family-owned insurance agency, and it all started with Leonard Amell. Now working with 3 full-time agents offering home, auto, life, and umbrella insurance, the Amell Agency works with you to provide the insurance you need. Whether it be for your business or personal needs, they put that need first. The Amell Agency of the Woodlands is open Monday to Friday from 8 to 5. Call today at 832-299-6640 or email them anytime at info@amellagency.com to answer any of your questions. For more information on location and inquiries, look up Amell Agency online at amellagency.com. The Amell Agency, Montgomery County's bilingual insurance agency.
Hey, Montgomery County, it's me, C.C. Holmes. And I would personally like to take this time to invite you, that's right, you, to join me every Saturday and Sunday from 3 until 7 p.m. where I will bring you the very best of smooth jazz, classic jazz, and indeed, yes, the soulful sounds of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So come along and get jazzy with me. That's right, jazzy. Right here, of course, on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or worldwide at irlongstar.com.
Don't miss Lone Star Community Radio on TV and YouTube. Our talk show and music shows are featured on Our City TV, Suddenlink Channel 12, and have their own YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with posted shows and comment on them below the video.
We're back. This is Dr. Carlos Sanchez with the Hispanic Chamber Connection Radio Show. I'm here with Sabrina Amell. Sabrina Amell is with the Amell Agency. They are sponsors of this radio program. They are also sponsors of our chamber. They show up at events, they do their thing, and they're getting business. And that's what this is all about. If you're listening and you've been considering joining our Chamber of Commerce, I would encourage you to do the following. Put us side by side with anyone of the chambers that belong to this radio program. Well, I was going to say, like the Conroe Chamber or the Woodlands Chamber, but I don't want to say those names because, they might not like it. Doesn't matter. We would encourage you, put us side by side, and measure out the benefits. What are the benefits? What are you getting as a result of giving them money and giving me money, giving us money? And I love when people do that because they always compare to us unfavorably. So they're not willing to tell you that, but I am because, of course, I'm just saying. Almost any other Chamber of Commerce that you know of, A Chamber of Commerce is a group of business people who've gotten together to educate each other, protect each other, and promote each other. That is the basis of Chamber of Commerce since 200 years ago, at a place somewhere in Europe where people gathered to fight against the tax man, and they gathered in a chamber. That's the origin of Chamber of Commerce. Today, I'm not sure who said, I think it was Greg Zachary from the oil area, or someone else said, Chambers of Commerce have long become chambers of building communities. There's nothing wrong with that. There's Chambers of Commerce that build, that want to build roads and that want to impact legislation directly and that want to hand out food during things. And we do some of that, but that's not our thrust by any means. Our vision and everything we do is based on member visibility, member doing business, and money. Because we understand one thing. You don't show up to our events just to have a bad barbecue. That's actually a good barbecue, but just to eat. And judging by what I see right now, a lot of folks don't eat anymore. Did you eat today?
I did.
What did you eat?
Brisket.
Right, yeah, you had the food. I was kind of surprised a little bit, like, wow, Sabrina, okay. Going to town.
You always act like you're surprised, but I always eat.
I know. Well, because you're so thin. So I'm always surprised when you like Alex. Alex eats also. Your assistant with Latinas Without Borders, Alex Corey.
Yes.
I forgot what her last name is.
Corey.
No, but there's another one.
No.
It's something like Rodriguez or something.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, she has a maiden Hispanic last name.
I don't know it. I don't know her by that.
Alex also eats, and so people like to eat.
Yeah.
But it's not about the food. We already know that, right? So we encourage you just to do that comparison, figure out where you want to put your time and effort, and then talk to us, because that's a part of our campaign this year. Is, do you actually know what does your chamber do for you? What do they do for you? Not that, it's really cool, I belong to this thing, but what do they actually do for the small business owner? Do you even have somebody that can talk to you about your business? I'm just saying, I love all the other chambers, but, come on. Anyway, all right, so, because they have their place, they're not bad, but it's a different place. Okay, so, Sabrina Amell, you are in charge of Latinas Without Borders.
Yes.
You're also in charge of the Amell Agency.
Yes.
You're also the mother of 5.
Yes.
And what else are you in charge of? What else do you do?
I don't know. That's plenty.
It sounds like one of those 3 things is too much. But you were telling me also that you do a little bit of work with your church. I
do. I'm in charge of a grief group there. I've been doing that for, I think, going on 2 years. And I've always had a hand in our women's ministry. So, but we've been going to that church for I've been going there for about 15 years.
Wow, even before the little monkeys were born.
Yeah, before they were. So it's been a while, but it's where we call home for church.
Sure,
and the both of us are pretty involved. So that's what we do on the weekends and
that's
throughout
another thing you do.
Yeah,
wow.
And they're also clients of ours. So it's
wow.
It's yeah, we have a full life.
Well, you were telling me that yesterday too. Is that even after school, you have to take your kids to do stuff.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like, what kind of stuff do they do?
Karate. We do Kumon tutoring stuff. We're fixing to start baseball and soccer. And then we've got our girls we've done volleyball, track, twirling. So there's a ton of things, but, I'm very much a scheduler. So I can fit a ton of things in my schedule, but by gosh, you need to tell me when you need to meet with me, when you want to have coffee, and I'll make it happen. But maybe next week, because sometimes my week is booked solid. Sure. So, but yeah.
Wow. Okay. So outside of all this, then you're also a soccer mom. See, that's another thing we didn't know. Well, you still are.
I'll take them. I won't take leadership positions.
So you don't fight with other parents?
I won't do soccer mom per se. I will drive the child. I will holler and cheer for the kids. But I'm not room mom type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be more of a business type, because that sounds like you have a complete team there of folks that you have to. Now, do your kids drive?
Our 3 older do drive.
Ooh, okay.
So
that's better. I mean,
they are helpful at times when you need a quick pickup for somebody else. But yeah.
But and sometimes you don't have to take them, or do you still take them even if they drive?
No. Well, the middle child, she doesn't have a car yet, so we're kind of looking for that. So she still has to be picked up or dropped off by either me, Leonard, or one of the other 2 drivers.
So where are you guys looking for this car of yours?
Where we have various avenues, but actually a chamber member has been helping me with looking for a vehicle for myself, but then also we're kind of keeping a...
Cindy White?
Cindy White, yes.
Yeah, I've heard really, really good things about Cindy White.
Yeah, she's wonderful to work with, very easy person. A lot of people I've met in the chamber, wonderful business owners, just good people all around, like-minded business people, and I personally enjoy doing business with people like that.
Sure. And I've heard that, you tell her how much, what kind of car, how much mileage, color, everything else, and she goes on and finds it.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's the coolest thing.
Well, if anybody can help you avoid, to me, it's just so weird that the industry itself has never gotten over itself to understand it's difficult and it's traumatic and it's painful what they put us through. Yeah. But I'm right now doing the same thing. I'm buying a car, but I'm not. I'm the guy that will say, you know what, I'll walk away right now if you say, because I just can't deal with it. The last time I bought a car, I thought, okay, I'm buying a Cadillac. It's supposed to be a higher end a little bit, Okay. No, I was treated just like as though I was buying a Hyundai. It didn't matter, They took my keys. They wouldn't give them back. They made me wait forever. My wife was going crazy on, where are you? Where are you? And like, I'm going to surprise you, but if these people will ever tell me what this deal is, And then finally what happened is they took me to the little room in the back. And I didn't know that they did this, but when I was in the little room in the back, the guy started upselling the car. Like saying, for another $25 a month, we can do this. And for another,
that's the torture room.
Oh my God, what is
this? It's the torture room.
Well, because at that point, I was like, just give me the thing to sign. They won't give me my keys. And that's all deliberate. They know what they're doing. And the problem with that is that buying a car is not fun.
It isn't.
Shopping is kind of fun.
To a point.
Well, true. And having it is fun once it's bought.
Sure.
But the process itself is painful. And if you're missing documents or if your credit is not so good, whatever, then it's even longer, the process.
Yeah.
Cindy White helps you avoid all of that.
Streamlines that whole
Just
thing.
all that is gone. And that's an awesome way to do business because, I wish there were more people like her just to teach a lot of these car dealers a lesson and that they can't be treating people like that. That's just not right.
Yeah.
Why am I so emotional about this? I have no idea, but I don't like it.
It hits a point.
Well, it's just
it's a nerve.
It's a nerve, like, because I'm going to go through it right now and I'm dreading it. And I'm thinking, oh my God. Yeah. Well, anyway, because you can pre-qualify online, but they won't let you do anything until you contact them. It's like this. Yeah. For example, I have a trade-in, right? I want to trade in my car. So I go to Mercedes-Benz.com, and they say trade-ins. Calculate the value of your trade-in. So you put all the data for your car, the VIN, everything, and it says, what is your next car? I'm like, I don't know. But you have to click on that. So you have to put some sort of Mercedes-Benz. Okay. And then it says, to learn more, contact this person.
Yeah, I think I did the same thing, and I think after that I called Cindy.
Right. Well, after that I just said, oh man, this is crazy.
Forget it.
Right. But I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, if you're looking to buy a car, if you're thinking about buying a car, contact us at the Chamber of Commerce. We'd love to refer you to Cindy White. She has CW Automotive Solutions, something like that. Yeah. And it's an awesome service, and it's a concierge for buying a car. No question, it's better right now, as far as I'm concerned, than going to a dealership. I mean, going to the dealer is fun, so to speak, a little bit, unless there's somebody there. Because if there's somebody there, then, attack, never mind. But, okay, so there you go. Okay, Sabrina, so what's coming up for you guys? What's going on? When is Latinas? When is the group meeting?
We're meeting next in 2 weeks, Tuesday, April 3rd, from 5:30 to 7:30. So, and more details will be up on Facebook. So. Okay,
all right. And now, go back to the Amell agency. Are you guys taking new clients?
Always.
Okay, so tell us very briefly then, why business with the Amell agency? What's the big deal with you guys?
We're all about you and personalized service. And as Carlos said, definitely we can do something in 5 minutes if that's what you need, a quick phone call away. Celeste and Leonard are fantastic for either commercial or your personal lines business. But we do everything. So, give us a call. Even if you want to stop in and you want to bring us a load of paperwork and for us to look at your stuff.
I was going to say a load of tacos.
Well,
That would be good too.
Sure, bring those tacos over, but definitely we can sit down and review what you have and just give you that one-on-one personalized care that you're not going to get from a huge company.
Very good. And so the Amell agency, they're fast, they're friendly, they're effective, and they can be for you all you need to do is just give them a buzz. Give us the number one more time, please, Sabrina.
346-224-8427. It's our office.
8427.
That's our office line.
Okay, 226-8427.
346-224-8427.
Guys, you know what to do. Either way, this is going to be posted all over Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and etc. You'll find the number. It's the Amell Agency. They're here in the Woodlands, and they are wonderful people to work with and do business with. So before we leave our show, Sabrina, I want to thank you again for being on this program.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
And tell you that we really thank the Amell Agency. We thank you for supporting us and for sponsoring this program. And you don't know. That's another thing. So our members don't actually understand that this thing costs money. It's not just a free thing we do.
No, it's definitely not free. I signed those checks here.
But we're thankful for that.
Take advantage, guys. Take advantage.
Come on, And so, like I said, Sabrina Amell with the Amell Agency. If you guys need insurance or check out your insurance, or if your insurance is going to renew and you want to compare, please give them a buzz. We'll be back next week, and we're going to talk to Maria Sater with the dental plan. There's a dental place. We're going to have a ribbon cutting next week. We'll talk to you guys about that. So thank you again for being on the program. Thank you again, Sabrina. We'll see you guys next week. And goodbye. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for checking out this production of Lone Star Community Radio. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station. Don't forget to check out this show and many others across the Lone Star Community Radio Network, either live on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, the Lone Star Internet Radio app, or irlonestar.com's live audio stream, and on replay on podcast, Channel 12's Our City TV in Conroe, or Channel 21 KVQT in Houston, and of course their YouTube channel. This production is copyrighted and all rights are reserved by Lone Star Community Radio. Have a question regarding this program or other Lone Star Community Radio shows? Want to sponsor or start your own show? Call the station message line at 936-647-3776 or email the station at lscrstudios@gmail.com.